Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Gordon. Gordon is from Germany. So let's see what Gordon has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Gordon. How are you?
Good. I'm a little bit nervous and pretty excited.
So, tell me,
And
how was your day today?
relaxing. I didn't do anything except for eating and sleeping. I'm on
Ah, so
vacation here. And sorry, I did sports in the morning.
that's okay. So you're on vacation right now.
Yes. That's why here in a pretty fancy hotel room.
Oh my God, thank you so much for taking the time on your vacation for the interview. Thank you. So, tell me, where are you right now
I'm in Cologne right now.
in Germany?
Yeah, exactly.
I see. And where are you from originally?
I'm original from Flensburg. It's a city no one knows about. It's the northern city of Germany. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Not the whole series, but some
You
bits.
know, you know what the Night's Watch is? The dudes in the wall?
No,
No, that's how far north we are. It's directly at the Danish border.
I see. And how far are you from Cologne?
Ooh.
By plane or by car?
By car, it's almost 6 hours. But I guess 400 kilometers. I don't know what's in mile.
Okay, that's fine. Absolutely. 400 kilometers. Yes. And how long do you stay in Cologne for a vacation?
And 2 weeks in general. I'm here on vacation the first week and on further education the next week.
Oh, I see. Also, you're there for studying as well.
Yes, I'm a physical therapist and I need to educate myself a little bit more and I want to be a little bit more, have a variety in my treatments with patients. And that's a pretty cool thing. And that's why I here the fourth part. So the last one. I have been here 4 times now in the last 12.
Wow. So walk me through a little bit more about your career as a physiotherapist.
The fun thing is it wasn't my first wish as a job. And I didn't know what it is. People said, you know what, Gordon, we think you could be a good physical therapist. And I said, okay. And I have to be honest, I didn't exactly know what a physical therapist is doing before I did the education to that. And it's really fun. It's so a nice job. And people are so thankful for the job we're doing. And that's a cool part. And you're doing so much for the people with health insecurities. So,
Amazing. Oh, wow. And so back home, back in your city where you live, you work a full time as a physiotherapist.
yes. And I'm
Amazing.
doing a little bit gym instructor as well. I have summer classes, for example. I
Hmm.
did much more once before. I had 10 classes a week, but not way too much.
Amazing. Wow, amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your career and also about your life and point of views, okay?
Okay. Oh, I hope my English is good enough.
Perfect, perfect. So before we start our journey within the magic box, I would you like you to tell me something interesting about yourself?
Okay, I think one of the most interesting part is that people don't expect I have so special hobbies. I'm a nerd and a geek by myself. I love doing geek stuff. I love going to movies, playing video games, but also do pen and paper RPG. You know, like what the guys in Big Bang Theory are doing, or the boys in Stranger Things. And I'm drawing and writing and such stuff.
Oh
And
wow.
the fun thing is, I once won an article of what was it called? User Article of the Month for the biggest gaming platform in German language, and I won that.
Oh
And that
wow.
and that started the whole writing career. Even 2 short stories got released. I'm a little bit proud of that. Well, it's not that big thing, but it's pretty cool.
Wow, my goodness. So you are an artist as well.
Yeah. And that's why I was studying directing once before I got a physical therapist.
Wow.
But being an artist in Germany, it's pretty tough, I guess, especially outside, if you compare it to other countries. We are not really forcing arts here in Germany, and that's a pity because we have so talented people here. And with artistic talents, no matter what it is, it's hard. You wouldn't expect that from Germany. But
Wow.
if you're a soccer player, you could get any money or something.
And why do you think is that? Why do you think being an artist in Germany it can be difficult?
I guess because we're the German efficiency, and with art, you can't be that effective in any kind of job. But we want people who are creative thinking. Our jobs are getting more complicated. You have a lot of responsibilities, and then the digital stuff. I think or a lot of people here, especially in politics, don't see the reason why you have to be creative. But we need these folks. Is it not even that you're doing art, but engineering, for example? Best example for creative thinking. I think it's getting better because they have the feeling that they recognize there's something missing. Otherwise, I can't explain that.
I see.
I
Okay.
don't know.
It's interesting you saying that. I had a lovely artist in Berlin, and he said almost the same as well. That it's quite difficult to live
Yeah.
a life as an
Hmm.
artist. It can
Yeah.
be quite difficult. Okay, very interesting for sure. So you are an artist as well. Gordon, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I've got here my best friend. Okay, full of random questions. I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay? Amazing. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, Gordon. So before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Right. First question for you is, do you think your priorities have changed since you're younger?
Yes, it has. Um, I became a really gym enthusiast right now. And before I wanted to, yeah, doing stuff for myself, I always did things for other people. I always took care and I was listening what they're doing. And sometimes I have the feeling right now I did that to be kind or to be likable for people, and I'm never listening to myself. And that changed a lot in the last few months. I am doing so many things I want to do no matter what. I think that would be the biggest change in my life.
And when was the point that you realized that you realize, okay, I need to be my true self, I need to do what I want to do, and I want to follow my intuition? When was that and why?
I can exactly say that it was in July last year when I had the second part of this further education, because it has to do something with reflection and you starting some progress in your being and stuff are changing. And I finally recognized something's off here. And I changed mood, and sometimes because I was pretty hard annoyed by such stuff. For example, getting fast angry isn't the wrong word, but I said no instead of yes, I'm doing that. And yeah, that was it. Some people think, oh God, you changed a lot. Yes, I did, because I don't say yes and amen to everything. Um, yeah, I think people are not used to that.
Mm-hmm.
If you always said that nice and kind, I'm still nice and kind, but I always just saying no.
You learn how to say no and stand up for
Yeah,
yourself. I think
yeah,
it is very powerful. Actually, this is very powerful, and as you said, it's about free. It's like a free yourself. You feel free.
yeah,
It comes with time. I think all of us we go through this process, and
yeah,
when we realize that, like, oh my god, I feel so much better right now.
yeah. And I'm still not the that way completely through, and I still feel caged in a lot of situations.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to break through.
Amazing, amazing. It's a good start. You start the journey now. Now there are no way back.
Yes.
Next question. Hey, Gordon from Germany. Next question for you is, tell me what is your luck number?
7. It's even my birthday number, and it's a magical number as well in almost every fairy tale. And
Wow,
a lot of times the number of 7 was part of my life. I
wow.
can't even say a special example except for birthday. But let's say I never had a bad situation with the number 7.
Saying that, when you think about yourself, when you think about Gordon, what's the best part of being you?
I think the best part of being me is that people, don't be condescending, but people like me. The way I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always nice and kind and honest. If people want opinion, a diplomatic, charming opinion, then they ask me. And I think that was the point. Okay, now, and that's cool that they know that you are honest to them. And they're not talking too much about stuff.
Amazing. And which person you are more close to, that you feel more close with?
Mm, I would say my husband.
You have a
And
husband.
yes,
Wow, amazing.
and we're almost together for over 15 years now, 5 years
15,
married.
15
Yes,
years and 5 years married. Wow.
yes. And he knows me best, and one of my best friends, she knows me even better. And these two people are special parts of my life and know me so good in every situation. They can read me in any kind of situation.
Amazing. Very good. Good one. Next question, Gordon. Let's do it. Right. So before the next question, what's the biggest joy of being a physiotherapist? What do you like the most about your job, your career? And the flip side, what do you find most challenging about it?
The best part is that you're helping people being healthy again. And that is cool. You're getting so much back from them. They are so thankful for what you're doing. And even if you're not really doing a treatment, but we have the time compared to other medical stuff in our country to listen to them. And that's so cool. The worst part is that compared to other countries, physical therapists don't have the status at the doctors, for example. We are low class and then looking down at us because what are you doing? And it's tough to find a way to say to the doctor, excuse me, but your diagnosis is wrong. He has absolutely not this or that. He suffer under this or that condition.
Mm-hmm.
And that's annoying. And do you know a little bit about our healthcare system here in Germany?
No?
We have two kinds of Krankenkasse. It's a general healthcare system for everybody and a private one. And the state healthcare system is pretty hard. For example, when a sign is missing or the stamp is missing, we don't get money for our treatments, and then we have to run to the doctors. They need to change the prescription. So the whole bureaucratic stuff is just not. Oh, that's so.
It's difficult.
Oh, yeah, hell.
I see. All right. Okay. Next question for you is, which question you don't have an answer for?
Why do people hurt each other? I don't know, especially at war, why people are doing that. We want to live in peace everywhere and everyone, especially this Ukraine-Russian conflict. They are bombing a whole area with buildings. They say they want to live there. So why, if you want to live there, you're destroying everything? I can't imagine what's the meaning behind this. It's the same with respect or acceptance, tolerance. So you just want to live your way. So why hurting someone? You don't want to be hurt as well. I would say that is.
And talking about acceptance, yeah, how was for you growing up as a gay boy? Did you have the support of your family? It was difficult, the city where you come from. Walk me through a little bit about your experience.
I had a totally acceptance from my family because I'm not the first one. I'm the third one or something.
In your family?
Yeah. And, but I had a pretty tough time in school. It was so hard and I don't know much. It got erased, almost everything, especially when I was from 7th to 10th class. It was the hardest time in my life. I was a mobbing victim, but not only one, I was the victim of bullying in school.
Wow.
And because of the friend I mentioned once before, she helped me so much getting through this, and my parents. There wasn't any kind of problem for them.
Wow. And do you have brother and sister as well?
Yes, I have a big brother, and he is almost a general here at the German army.
Wow.
And we are close as well. It's much better since we're not living home together as it used to be with siblings. And yeah, I look at him and he has a fantastic knowledge in history and politics, and always I'm asking him if there any situation in history right now I don't understand, or what's the political system in, for example, this Russian thing or the Gaza thing, and he knows everything. It's so impossible how much knowledge he has about all this stuff. It's stunning.
Wow, amazing. And I can see him watch this interview right now and smiling when you talk about this.
I show him.
Next question. All right, next question for you is, if I would ask your best friend right now, the one you just mentioned about her, if I would ask her right now to define yourself in one positive word and one negative word only, what should say?
Chaotic, charming. I think that would describe it as well. She loves the charming side of me, and sometimes I have the part where it's pretty mean what I'm saying, but I'm not willing to say that. I didn't meant that the way. And then, oh my God, did I really say that? I used to say something different, and then said, oh, I can't be evil about you. I'm mad about you. And yeah.
And how about you and your husband? What's the biggest difference between both of you, and what's the biggest similarity?
The biggest similarity would say we have the same moral views and the political views. So the core stuff you need in a relationship. I would say that, but the biggest difference. yeah, he is pretty pedantic and needs everything cleared up, and I'm not.
He's more
I,
he's
hmm?
more tidy. He's more tidy.
Yeah, and I, for example, let a glass stand at the desk a few hours longer. Or didn't making the dish, for example, because yeah, I can do that later. Oh, I forgot that. Mm,
He goes crazy.
it's better. We got closer, but not close enough sometimes.
That's funny. Ready for another question?
Yes.
Let's do it. Next one. Hey, next question for you is, tell me something special that you won and how did you win it?
As mentioned before, I won the prize for the user article of the month at this platform for game. The fun thing is I just wanted to write down my opinion. It was about how it is to be a gay gamer in the gaming industry and how the massive lack of diversity exists in these games, and my own story, how I got to games and what was my first impressions and experience with gaming. And so I was complaining about everything in the gaming industry. And then I just wondered why my article didn't get released. And then finally, a few days, they do some lecturing about that. And then it became the user article of the week. And it had so much impact. I believe it was the biggest the article with the most reactions in that year. And
Wow.
oh Lord. And that was the start of my writing, because not even about the topic, people said, oh, I didn't have that view, thank you so much, because I love my style of writing. I said, okay, there is something, I guess, let's do that.
Amazing. And what's the name of the article? The title?
It was my life as a gamer.
Wow, amazing. I think it's because, I think because gaming always been your passion, and somehow you put there, somehow you express yourself in a way that people realize that.
I guess it's that. Because it was a pretty personal article, how I feel about special situations, and that it was wondering, for example, in The Sims, you know the game The Sims, that it was so normal for the other Sims as if a guy is kissing a guy, and they didn't mention anything about that. And I was so stunned. Oh wow, that's possible in a game? No kidding. So that was my obsession with this Sim started.
Amazing. All right. I have 3 questions left for you, Gordon. Let's do it.
Okay.
You are a good dancer, I can see.
Thank you.
Next question is, when have you been the most happy?
Oh, whew. I would say when we got our cats. I
Oh,
always wanted cats. And I don't know why it took so long before we did that step. And when we got home and the cats was moving around and exploring the apartment, that was pretty cool. And then 2 weeks later, that was the first time they slept with us in the bed. And I was, oh my God, I didn't want to, but look how cute it is. Oh, that was so cute. Ah, that was.
What's
Ah.
the name of your cat?
Kai, Izzy, and we had a third Corona cat, Minos.
Wow, 3 cats.
Yes.
Amazing. Do you think happiness is a choice?
Yes. You can't be positive if you want to. You have to say it to yourself. It's pretty tough. I know by myself in special situation, back to my childhood and its time in school, I always had the joy of living and fun with that. And in my life motto or phrase was always, this is a Danish phrase, smil til verdenen og den smiler til dig. Smile to the world and it smiles back to you. And if you live that, I believe it will be much more happier.
Amazing. I totally agree that I know this saying, it's smile to life and life will smile back to you. That's so sure.
Yeah, it's a waste of time to be angry or upset or sad. Well, sadness is important, so you know how good it is to be happy. But even myself, I'm trying to be less mad about stuff. And it's working. You have much more healthier life.
Absolutely, I agree. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next one, as you've been, you're going to be 2 weeks in Cologne. You've been there before because of your course, yeah? So tell me something interesting about Cologne in Germany. Tell me something interesting about the city. What do you like the most about there since you've been visiting?
What I really fell in love with are 2 things. The first thing is the Rhineländer, that's the people who are living here.
Mm-hmm.
They are close to the behavior to North German. They are straight through. But they are talking much more than we are doing in North Germany. We're doing this. No.
Really? Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And then we had a complete conversation. Moin, moin, löbt, gut, tschö, tschö. It was the greetings, how it's going, oh, is everything fine? Bye.
Wow.
But here in Cologne in the area, they're using much more words for that. And the second part is I fell in love with the gay community here. That's so big, and you have so much. Have so much to do. You can do a lot of visit a lot of clubs or in bars or meeting nice people, and that is cool, especially when you're such a province state as I am. And that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I have a very good friend of mine. He lives in Holland, near Eindhoven, and sometimes he drives to Cologne when they have parties or they have some events, and he loved it. He loved the city as well. It's a very friendly gay city.
Yeah, is it? Absolutely.
Amazing.
It's like The Sims.
Next question is, what makes you very sentimental?
It's about thinking of my past and how much influence my tough school life is still having in my life today. And the fun thing is I had this conversation today with a friend and I was, oh my God, and we need to stop. And I realized how much it still have. And sometimes it's not that I'm crying, but you don't know why it's still there. Even you worked so hard to get through that. And that is tough sometimes.
Yeah, it's interesting, those events in our lives when you are a child or a teenager that you don't understand much about life. You are discovering yourself, you are try to understand things. And on top of it, you have this, this negativity come after you, and you don't know how to deal with that. And those marks can be in our lives for long periods until you get over it. And sometimes can take time. Sometimes it stays there for a long while. And it's difficult to go sometimes. And believe a lot of people, they go through that, Gordon, and I'm sure, I'm glad you are sharing that, because you know, you never know, people, they might be watching the interview and maybe having the same situation as well, and
Yeah.
see someone talking about it. When you talk about somehow, again, about freeing, being free and put it out,
Yeah,
healing.
exactly. Exactly. And if you start such a conversation, people realize, oh my God, I went through the same as well. And then you have so cool conversations with people where you judge the book by its cover, and then you realize, wow, that's a cool, complex character behind that. I
Absolutely.
didn't expect that.
Absolutely. And again, sometimes, you know, you, as you said, never judge the book by its covers, because, you know, sometimes the cover, it's there, but you don't know the pain behind, or things
Yeah,
that you went through, until you got to that smile, or to that cover that shows a different
yeah,
perspective,
exactly.
the impression about our lives. Ready for the last question?
Yes.
Last one. Let's do it. Okay, but before the last question, people watch the interview right now. If they would like to start, you know, a career to become a physiotherapist, yeah, what would be your best piece of advice for those people?
If they want to become a physical therapist,
Yeah,
learn anatomy from the first hour. That's the most tough one. Gosh, I'm still not able to call all the muscles we have in the underarm. And don't be too fixed on studies and what the science are searching. There's a thing that's called best practice. The first thing is, what's the evidence? What are the studies saying? And so on. That's the one part. The other part is, what are the experts doing? What experience do they made? What are they saying? And the third one is, what are the experience of the patients? It doesn't matter how much I fix myself on the evidence when it doesn't work at the patients. That's what's in the medical called non-responder. No matter what, there will always be people who don't have a reaction or that small to a special kind of treatment. And sometimes you're just doing stuff that makes no sense. But if the patient feels better after that, then you did your job. So get together these three parts. That would be my best advice to become a good physical therapist.
I see. All right. Last question for you is, if you could have been in a moment or event in history, which one that would be and why?
Mm.
Your brother,
Ooh.
your brother would love to answer this question.
Yeah. Oh God, I never thought about that. Oof. I have one. I guess the reunion of Germany from East and West Germany, because everyone was so, like, I'm getting goosebumps all over now. Everyone was so happy and so full of joy, and finally meet their families again and be together as a country, as people. And well, in the late 80s, we had a lot of sufferings and problems and crises, but they didn't care. They just was so full of happiness that finally this Cold War is over, that the wall is over, and they all had the brightest future. Well, what happened doesn't matter, but that must have been such a cool feeling in history. Oh Lord. I had some patients who was in that situation and they didn't see their family for 10, 20 years or something.
Wow.
And oh my God. And sometimes they start to cry because they were so happy and it's finally over. Yeah, that would be my choice.
Oh, so yeah, I think was a historic moment when the Berlin Wall, the, you know, just went down, and I'm talking now. I can see in the news like people jumping,
Yeah.
around and like celebrating the moment. It was, one of the very historic moments in history in Germany for German people, because I think the whole world they were celebrating together, not just Germany,
Yeah.
but the world for sure.
Yeah. And listening to David Hasselhoff.
Amazing. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay. Ugh.
Let's start with money,
Less.
family,
Happy.
fear,
Darkness.
life,
Joyful.
love,
Tough.
okay? Sex,
Hard.
oh, religion,
Overrated.
politics,
Inefficient.
okay? Friendship,
Important.
desire,
Fashionable.
regret,
Self-awareness.
okay? Success,
Hard.
one word for wish,
Magic.
okay? Happiness,
Smiling.
tell me, can you repeat the name of your city, your town again, please?
Flensburg. Or Flensburg.
Okay, one word for Flensburg.
Nordstadt. North City. Sorry, I was thinking German.
It's okay. One word for Germany.
Bureaucracy.
Okay. One word for artist.
Passion.
One word for gamer.
Passion.
For some reason, you would say that. And the last one now, physiotherapist. One word.
Enjoyable.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your husband for a coffee. Yeah. And I'm going to ask your husband, what is the most beautiful thing about Gordon? And what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What your husband would say about you?
Well, the improvement would be that I have to clean up more and be a little more. Yeah. I'm missing the word. Take care of the house a little bit more, or washing the windows, or the floor. I'm not that person, so pedantic. And what he likes most is, would say, the joy of life I'm spreading.
Wow.
That some friends, or almost every friend, are mentioning, I love being alive and love living. I think I want to be that.
Amazing. Okay. Let's play now Gordon and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before you ask him the question, what is your favorite German word?
Dösbattel.
Which means?
Dösbattel is a German word for being a little bit clumsy and a little bit cute, stupid.
I see.
That is Dösbattel.
I'd like to say that again. Let me learn how to say.
Dus.
Dus.
Ba.
Ba. Dus ba.
Del.
Dus badel.
Yeah. Badel. The pronunciation is of the ba. Dus battle.
Dus basde.
Battle. Double
Battle.
D is it? Yeah.
Very close, very close. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
You get one of my favorite questions. I always ask a lot of people. So, if you would be the ruler of your own country, which would be the first law to introduce and why?
Wow, good question. I'm originally from Brazil. Yeah, I was born in Brazil, and if I could, one of the very first rule that I would implement, yeah, would be for people to accept any kind of religion, any kind of sexual orientation, any kind of anything that people could express themselves, and in a way that there would be no judgmental. People would be more open-minded and understanding and respect as well. I think I'd love to have a rule where people of acceptance. You know what I mean? You just need to accept. You can sometimes even including ourselves. Sometimes you see things that we don't understand. It looks a bit strange for us. It looks a bit different. But if you respect, if you just leave on the side, okay, I don't understand that. It's not for me, but I'm gonna respect. I'm gonna let the people be themselves. So I think that would be the very first rule that I would implement. Is about acceptance, people to understand more and be more open-minded. Because if you don't understand, try to understand, educate yourself, just for you to be more understanding. So I think that would be the very first rule that I would implement for sure.
That's so cool and so important. Back to a video I saw once before with that actor, I forgot his name, and he mentioned this acceptance thing with the dishes. If you don't like pasta, you don't have to eat pasta. I love this picture and I will use that every time now. And that's exactly what you said.
Amazing. Very good. Gordon, did you like the interview?
Yeah, I hope it did well.
You did. I'll tell you something now. When you mention about your friends and your husband, that they always say that you are very spontaneous, that you have this positive energy. And actually, I just when I start talking to you, I could feel straight away. I could feel you are very genuine. I can see that you are a free mind. You have a free spirit. I can feel that. And I think your friends and your husband, they know what they're talking about, because even though it's the first time I'm talking to you, I could feel straight away this energy that you have. Is a genuine energy, and I think it's a gift. So carry on being this way, because people for sure they appreciate that. And it's such a nice a nice gift when people they can be themselves, they can express themselves in a positive way, even though you had hard time in your school, memories. And actually, maybe this hard time brought you to this beautiful personality that you have. So I think everything counts in the end of the day. And I think, it's beautiful to see you smiling and, talking and being happy and being silly, funny. And I think that's a nice way to be. So yeah, they are very true what they say, and I'm very lucky that we had this moment right now. So thank you so much for taking the time for the interview today. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm almost crying.
It's true. I mean it. I really mean it. I think people, they have such a good energy that sometimes you don't even need to know the person very well, but you feel it. You can feel. And as soon as you start in the beginning, organize yourself, put the lights and everything, I could feel already your genuine energy. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But
Thank you.
before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Smil til verdenen og den smiler til dig. Smile to the world and it smiles to you.
Amazing. Very simple and it's very powerful, for sure.
Thank you. It's so much fun.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks so much for the interview. Regards to your husband, to your friends, to your brother, and we keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure having you on the show. And enjoy your vacation, enjoy your course as well, okay?
Thank you. And have a nice evening.
Have a good night and we keep in touch, okay? Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.